So next on the agenda is how to make a TV stand out of this former battery stand, or it's still a battery stand, but we're gonna redo it and make it useful for this TV over here. So we're gonna actually, this stand can carry something bigger than this one, but let's just keep it simple. We're gonna try to add some stuff over here, like this wooden piece that's gonna be carrying the TV. We should put something here in between and take off this part over here and put something in the middle where we can screw the carrier for the TV, which has an angle possibility to angle the stuff that is carrying. So related to the printers, we are gonna use used ink that went to the waste ink tank to paint these wooden pieces, and it will actually look pretty cool. So yeah, this is the point, is we wanna show you that you don't have to really throw away the waste ink of the printer, but instead you can reuse it. So we're gonna use it on these wooden pieces that we're gonna be fixing somewhere over here, and on them we need to screw in the carrier for the TV. And this is actually an ordinary battery stand for the blister packaging for the battery, which we got when the store was the store nearby was closing for, I don't know, like $10 maybe a piece. We got a couple of them, so let's see how this will turn out. I think it actually can carry, because it's pretty wide one, so it is pretty stable. It can carry much bigger TV than this, but let's see how this works out. Okay, so this is the piece that's gonna come over here on the top instead of this white plastic piece. So we're gonna have to get rid of that somehow and drill some holes over here on the left and the right and put this inside, and of course we have to cut it to the proper length. And this is the piece over here that's gonna go below that one, and which is gonna hold the carrier for the TV. We're gonna screw it in somewhere in the middle over there. So this part also has to be cut at I don't know, like 1 centimeter. That's less than half an inch, and since it's a pretty simple simple fit, simple fix, we are using the tools we are having at our disposal. We don't have to use anything special. So yeah, this piece also has to be a bit shorter than it originally is. So after we are done with resizing it, we are on to the drilling. Alright, so this is how this T-piece is gonna have to look like, but of course we're gonna have to paint this part over here, and we've already said we're gonna paint it with used printer ink from the waste ink tank, and so you're gonna see how that looks like. And also we're gonna have to get rid of these things. I don't know how you really call them, what's the right word, but some kind of carriers for the blister packaging. We don't need that. It's a bit rusty as well, so that's gonna go to the recycling. And we're gonna have to get rid of this white piece of plastic over here as well, and I'm not sure, I think we're gonna have to drill the things that are holding this plastic piece, two from each side. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to use a drill to get rid of that piece. So one thing you have to keep in mind is that when we put two screws over here on the top, we have to put two in order to prevent this middle piece from spinning. We can put only one over here on the bottom, but we have to put two screws on the top to prevent this piece from spinning. Okay, so what we need to do next is to paint this top piece, and we're gonna paint it with used printer ink. I don't know, it's a mixture of DTG, DTF, but mostly DTG ink. So we're gonna use this one from the printer that we are currently working on over here, and it has like a half a bottle of waste ink, so that's what we're gonna use. Yeah, the bottle has a hole for the air on this side. All right. So as you can see, the mixture of all of the CMYK white ink is still black. So this is a useful ink for stuff like this because it's not smelly. You won't have any post smell and stuff like that. It's pretty pretty low density, so the wood will soak it up pretty good. So yeah. Dries up pretty fast as well because it's gonna be soaked up by the wood. So you can probably see the different shine here on the beginning because that's already soaking up. Okay, so I'm gonna film just this one side, but of course we're gonna do it all around. So yeah, that's one example on how you can reuse the ink, because you are gonna be producing pretty decent amount of it, especially if you have a printer with 8-channel head. But yeah, this is one example where you can use it, but there's a lot of examples for similar projects like this one. Nothing too demanding to do, and you might even need a lot more than this one, and you can also repaint it one more time if you want to have a, I don't know, darker tone, although this is pretty black as it is. So yeah, when we're done with this, we're gonna screw back everything together and see what we're gonna, how the stand is gonna be looking like in the end. All right, we've cleaned it off, and we have a few paint chips here and there, so we had to sand this down a bit, and we're gonna paint that over that pieces where the paint is missing. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. All right, so we have to screw in this piece over here, which will be the carrier for the rear. Okay, so it looks pretty cool. As you can see here on the top part that we've painted with used ink, you can see the wood, and it's pretty neat effect. So if you like that kind of stuff, it looks pretty cool. Alright, so this is how you repurpose stuff and reuse the used ink that you have in your waste ink tank. And one more thing that is good is, if you're doing similar projects to this, if you like this idea, be sure to keep this space over here, so you can have a space over here to connect your cables for your TV. And of course this stand could carry a much bigger TV than this one, but at the moment it's gonna be this small one. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one.